Thank you, Mr. Chris Vale and our band for that outstanding performance. My name is Cheyenne Adamonis, and it has been an honor to represent our school as student body president. I would like to say thank you to the staff and students for these short yet fantastic 4 years of high school. As your president, it is now my pleasure to welcome our family, friends, and students to the commencement program for Sunrise Mountain's class of 2013. Please stand for the presentation of colors by Cactus High School Air Force Junior ROTC program, and for the national anthem performed by Ms. Tanya Bamey and the Sunrise Mountain Senior Choir. Following the national anthem, please remain standing for the departure of the color guard, as well as for a moment of silence.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Thank you. Please be seated. I now have the honor to introduce our special guests. These individuals dedicate their time and effort into improving our district's elementary and high schools, and because of their contributions, the Peoria Unified School District continues to rank among the finest in the state. Would you please stand as your name is called? Peoria Unified School District Governing Board President, Mr. Hal Borhauer. PUSD Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Heather Cruz. PUSD Administrator, K-12 Academic Services, Ms. Allie Bridgewater. PUSD Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Michael Finn. PUSD Director of English Acquisition Services, Dr. Stacy Hacker. City of Peoria Police Department Lieutenant, Mr. Bruce Walls. We would also like to thank our administrators, our principal, Mr. Dale Nickel, and our assistant principals, Donna Short, Clay Carpenter, and Christine Gutierrez. It has been a privilege to have worked with such dedicated professionals. Thank you for your unbelievable devotion to students and your service to our school. I would also like to recognize our counselors and teachers who have inspired and motivated us during our years at Sunrise Mountain High School. On behalf of the class of 2013, we thank you for your continued professionalism, dedication, and excellence. Would SMHS counselors and teachers please stand? Thank you. Today we will hear from 3 student speakers chosen for their remarkable academic achievement. Then the senior class officers will introduce the class motto and dedicate the class gift. And finally, our principal, Mr. Dale Nickel, will recognize those students who have distinguished themselves academically. I would now like to welcome our first student speaker to the stage. And his name is Usama Amjad.
Thanks, Cheyenne. First and foremost, I would just like to express how honored I am to be speaking in front of you all today, and I thank you all for attending. I know there are many people much smarter than I am, and that all of your time is precious, so I'll try to keep this short. I want to congratulate all of you for graduating, because to be brutally honest, I didn't think all of you would make it. John Drago, I'm looking at you. But all jokes aside, today serves as the culmination of the last 12 years of our education, a definition of who we are as people. For example, I am Usama Amjad. However, this fact was not always so clear. I'd like to tell you a story of how a simple decision could have led me down a completely different path in life. The day was September 11th, 2001, a day that shook the world. To me, a young and naive first grader, the school day started out as any other day. But as the day went by, more and more of my friends were signed out, and looks of fear and uncertainty eerily crept across the usually happy, inviting faces of my first grade teachers. I did not know or understand what was happening, nor would I until much later. That day, when my mom picked me up from school, I was not greeted by her usual radiant smile. I was greeted with worry, panic, and an unsettling question. She told me that a bad man named Osama had done a very bad thing. She told me she feared for my safety. And with that in mind, she asked me, "We would like you to change your name to Usman." I clearly remember thinking, I don't even know an Usman, and I'm not a bad person, but I am Osama. That's what my friends call me. That's what my grandma calls me. That's what my teachers call me. I was Osama. My mind was made up. Utilizing my first grade logic, I replied, no, I am Osama. The reason I share this story with you all today, of all days, is because if I had said yes, who is to say that I would be standing here today? Who is to say that I would have attended Sunrise? Who is to say that I would have still accomplished all the seemingly meaningless accomplishments that I have achieved. Just like all of you, I have made decisions that I'm not proud of, but I've made other decisions that I'm glad I made every day. And it's all these decisions that make us, well, us, ambitious young adults that the world has invested in for its future. So, I beseech you all not to think of this as an end, but rather as what it really is, a commencement or a new beginning. Remember, if you've had a great high school career or not, that we have our entire lives ahead of us. High school is merely a step on our way to fully defining ourselves. I implore you all to strive, achieve, and succeed in order to make future and past Mustangs proud. As our high school careers draw to an end and we arrive at a pivotal crossroads in our young adult lives, I can only hope that we do, in fact, cross roads. Because, after all, once a Mustang, always a Mustang. Now I would like to introduce Krista Colhase, our senior class president, and Bryce Didinsky, our senior class vice president, to present our class motto.
Hello, my name is Krista Colhase, and it is my honor to be this year's senior class president. My time here at Sunrise has made a lasting impact on my life. Just like each of you, I have made friends that I'll remember forever. Coaches who have pushed me to become stronger, both physically and mentally. And teachers who encouraged us to try our best every day and to always look for success. I will always look at Sunrise Mountain as a second home, for it is where we learn and develop ourselves to the best of our ability and make our dreams possible, which leads us to our class motto.
To achieve all that is possible, we must attempt the impossible. To be as much as we can be, we must dream of being more. This motto should be our inspiration as we move forward in our lives. Some of us are moving forward with specific dreams in mind, while others are jumping blindly, hoping to find a dream in the fall. Regardless, we can't be afraid of taking risks, and we can't let the idea of a huge, impossible dream scare us from pursuing it.
Our future can be whatever we want to make of it. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are endless. All that is left of us is going out and living our dream. So let's not be timid, not be slow in discovering our future. Rather, let's go out and achieve the unbelievable. Now, I would like to introduce you, the next two speakers who were chosen because of their academic excellence. First, we will hear from Bryce Didinsky, and he will be followed by Christian Kura.
Thank you. This ceremony is such a sweet moment to see where life has taken us and to recollect all the memories we share at Sunrise Mountain. I like to think about the spirit days that we'll never have again, where, for some of us, myself included, it was just a little too easy to dress up for Nerd Day. Or about rivalry games, where it seemed like the only focus on everyone's mind was how we could be louder or more obnoxious than the other school. Second, this is most definitely a time to be thankful. I'd like to first thank our teachers who never gave up, even when we wanted to. And then, for always having hope in raising us, thank you to our incredible parents. Most definitely, for carrying us through the highs and lows that high school brought, and for giving us 4 years with some of the best people. Thank you to God. Graduates, as we leave our high school behind, we decide our futures. What are we going to do with our lives? What purpose will we serve? Now, it doesn't matter where we go. It doesn't matter if we go to college or where we go to college. It only matters what we do once we get there. Let's live lives for a purpose so much greater than ourselves. We live in a world desperate for change, one that often wallows in cynicism. Don't be fooled into thinking you can't make that change happen. I once heard, the world is more malleable than you think, and it's just waiting to be hammered into shape. Understand that we have the potential and the power to change this world, and most definitely is not out of our reach. Also, don't let anyone think less of you because you're young. Carry your enthusiasm and your energy with you. Don't Be an example to the world in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity. Don't limit yourself by the standards other people set or by the things you think may only be possible. There is most definitely power in one. Think of the individual teachers here at Sunrise who have changed your life. They serve as such great models for us to look at as we move into the future. Without a doubt, we will all face difficult times next year. But don't dwell on the misfortunes that happen. Instead, learn from them and be built up by them. So graduates, I encourage you, be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged by whatever may be in the future. Through good and bad, always rejoice. Pray without ceasing, and in everything you do, give thanks. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Christian Kura.
Public speaking can be difficult, especially in front of strangers. But it's because it is difficult that I choose to do it. My name is Christian Kura, and I am honored to speak to those listening. Class of 2013, I recognize and applaud your dedication. With extreme prejudice, I believe that there never was, nor will be a group that is more intelligent, more athletic, or more attractive. Everybody talks about the past. Everybody talks about the now. I am not everybody. My focus is on the future, and not just any future, but yours. If you're like me, you're probably asking yourself, what is next? If you're like me, you want to live a healthy life, be filthy rich, eat anything your heart desires, sleep when you want, care for those you love, go where no one's gone before, feel important, make a difference, leave a legacy. If you're fearful of change, I highly advise that you cover your ears. If you want a glimpse of your future, listen with your heart. The power to make a difference is in this very building, somewhere you'd least expect. But the power is there. It's dressed in purple. It's looking right at me. Today, it will graduate from high school. Within you is unlimited potential, the power to believe. Within you is a potent gift, the power to achieve. The keys to the future are in your hands. Therefore, pursue your passion, chase your dream, open that door. It is your choice. Or, don't pursue happiness. Don't chase opportunities. Ignore that door. That is also your choice. In front of us is the imaginary gateway to adulthood. Behind us, there is nothing. Mustangs, will you enter and move forward? Or will you stop and be left behind forever? Hey, purple ponies, walk through that door. Our senior class treasurer, Robert Geiger, and senior class secretary, Tiffany Ford, will now present our senior gift. Accepting the gift is our principal, Mr. Dale Nickel.
And now we would like to present the 2013 senior class gift. Our first gift was the brand new sound system for the stadium. The old sound system was 14 years old and was only a PA system, so it wasn't very good for music. The new sound system includes weatherproof speakers, crown amplifiers, and multiple wireless systems. The sound system will increase the excitement at the games with better sound quality and will significantly add to the Sunrise Mountain game day experience.
In addition to the new sound system, the class of 2013 purchased 34 banners that are displayed around the campus, on light poles and on columns, celebrating the accomplishments of the past. Region, section, and state championships, AIA Athlete and Scholar Athletes of the Year, National Merit Finalists, and the accomplishments of our amazing band. These banners display the proud history of Sunrise Mountain and set the standard of excellence that future students and athletes can strive to achieve. It has been our honor to serve as your senior class officers, and we would now like to present these gifts to our principal, Mr. Dale Nickel.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Sunrise Mountain High School, I proudly accept the senior gift. Your generosity is very much appreciated, and the class of 2013 will always be remembered. And now I would just like to take a moment to recognize Mrs. Donna Short. Mrs. Short is retiring after nearly 40 years in public education. For the past 17 years, she has been at Sunrise Mountain, which means that Mrs. Short has in some way touched the lives of every student, teacher, and administrator who has passed through the hallways of Sunrise Mountain High School. She has been the rock, the one constant on which Sunrise Mountain has relied. Mrs. Short, we are honored and blessed to have worked with you and learned from you. Congratulations and enjoy your retirement. Mrs. Short. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm happy that I'm able to celebrate this day with you. You've arrived at a place in your journey where you can stop, take a deep breath, look around, and just enjoy where you are. But not for long. For tomorrow, a new phase of the journey begins. And I know wherever you decide you want to go, whatever you decide you want to do, and whatever or whomever you decide you want to become, you will find success. In his book, The Winner Within, Pat Riley says, "My driving belief is this: great teamwork is the only way to reach our ultimate moments, to create the breakthroughs that define our careers and fill our lives with a sense of lasting significance." Whether we know it or not, we're all team members. It's through the teams in our lives, our friends, our coworkers, the community in which we live, and our own families, that we connect with other people. We need each other. There is no greater satisfaction than helping somebody else achieve success. In fact, our own success often arrives through investment in other people's lives. So proceed with confidence, knowing that you have been well prepared. Go, do, and become. And along the way, I encourage you to help someone else find their success. For it is when we invest in the life of another that we fulfill our lives, achieve our greatest moments, and reach our fullest potential. Congratulations, class of 2013. And now, graduates, parents, family members, friends, staff, and honored guests, at this time, I would like to introduce and recognize our graduates who have achieved academic excellence. First, we will recognize those students who are members of the National Honor Society. Each student has been noted in the program. National Honor Society members, please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, I would like to recognize those students graduating with honors, which means they're in the top 10% of their class. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing as I call your names. Dexter Cooper, Mallory Dreiling, Jonathan Neuer, Eric Dixon, Austin Lucas, Michaela Slezak, Mackenzie Middleton, Dalton Warsnup, Crystal Johnson, Christopher Tran, Jacob Gear, Miriam Oshana, Jessica Morgan, Blair McDaniel, Brianna Zurich, Ariana Saenz Ochoa, Ryan Olson, Elroy Masters. Thank you. You may be seated. Next are those graduating with high honors, which means they are in the top 5% of their class. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing. John Drago, Caleb Hutchison, Robert Geiger, Taylor Martins, Chad Erickson, Min Kwan, Laura Johnson, Stefan Dudinsky, Carolyn Corcoran, Kelly Reynolds, Michelle Priolo, Cheyenne Mogimi, Ariel Priolo, Darian Comsa. Thank you. You may be seated. And now for the 3 students graduating with highest honors. Graduating in the top 1% of their class, as I read your name, please stand. Usama Amjad, Bryce Dudinsky, Christian Cora. Thank you. You may be seated. Before we present the graduates, I would like to point out that many of the seniors sitting before us are wearing purple cords for exceeding 1, 2, or all 3 state AIMS exams. The academic excellence demonstrated by the class of 2013 has earned them over $8.1 million in scholarships. Next, I would like to honor the senior member of Sunrise Mountain Student Council. Would those members please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize our 3 foreign exchange students. Cici Leto from Finland, Henrique Nupa from Germany, and Paul Schleck from Germany. They will be missed as they return home, but we appreciate all their contributions to Sunrise Mountain High School, and you may be seated. Now I will present the class of 2013 to the Governing Board President, Mr. Hal Borhauer. Class of 2013, stand to be recognized. I think your speech is on the audio. Mr. Borhauer, an honored guest, and now with pride and pleasure as principal of Sunrise Mountain High School, I certify that each of these students standing before you has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Arizona and the Peoria Unified School District. I present this class to Mr. Hal Borhauer, President of the Peoria Unified School District Governing Board. Mr. Borhauer, I respectfully request that you accept these graduates and that you confer diplomas on them.
Good afternoon. Smile. You guys look so solemn, like you're at a funeral, but this is a celebration. There are probably 5 different time constants through your life cycle, and you're at the beginning, you're at the end of the first time constant, your first 17, 18, 19 years. You're done with your growth, you're done with your primary and secondary education. Now you're on your way. The next time constant, the next 18 years between now and when you're 36, you're going to graduate from additional schools. You'll probably marry, have children, start a family, and do it in that order. Please get married before you have children, please. And then you'll move into your career. So this is the beginning, it's not the end. so enjoy it. Mr. Nickel, on behalf of the governing board of the Peoria Unified School District and by the authority vested in me by the state of Arizona, I accept this recommendation that the Sunrise Mountain class of 2013 has met the requirements for graduation. Mr. Nickel, please present the graduates to receive their diplomas.
Thank you. Class of 2013, you may be seated. Governing Board President, Mr. Hal Borhauer, and Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Heather Cruz, will now begin presenting the diplomas to our students. Mr. Mark Faust and Mr. Nick Reiser, our two faculty members, will announce the names of our graduates. Would the first two rows please stand?
Cheyenne Taylor Adamanas.
Ashley Jean Lane.
Usama Amjad.
Trent Paul Langston.
Krista Janelle Colhase.
Riley Layton.
Bryce Daniel Dudzinski.
Anne Catherine Leach.
Christian Cura.
Taylor K. Lacaro.
Tiffany Grace Ford.
Sissy Lisa Latho.
Robert Edward Geiger.
Elizabeth Lenart.
Alicia Dominique Abelos.
Monica Lenart.
Brady Tyler Abbott.
Morgan Michelle Leonard.
Kaylee Shea Ackman.
Ryan Noah Linneruth.
Angelica Elise Aguilar.
Shannon Renee Logan.
Kalia Jasmine Agun Sewell.
Austin James Lucas.
Alejandra Alanes.
Sierra Renee Lucero.
Lauren Bailey Alexander.
Austin James Lugo.
Leonard Algerio.
John Stephen Lundberg.
Tyler Michael Allen.
Nicholas Sava Macris.
Albert Michael Andren.
Anthony Joseph Mancini.
Ryan Arnold.
Kelsey Lynn Mandrell.
Colton Jacob Ashcroft.
Amanda Jean Manis.
Miriam Joseph Oshana.
Gabriel Santos Marin.
Bailey Michelle Austin.
David Marshall.
Dana Louise Bailey.
Lisa Marie Ann Martin.
Lydia Bastida.
Seth Antonio Martinez.
Amanda Brittany Bowman.
Taylor Michael Adamola Olafemi Martins.
Nathan Ray Beckley.
Joseph James Mascaro.
Robin Michelle Bedsworth.
Elroy Masters Jr.
Savannah Elise Bever.
Eric Douglas Matson.
Sarai Abigail Bieda.
Travis Cody Maurer.
Emerson Michael Burke.
Mariah Kelsey Mays.
Miranda Leanne Bivens.
Blair Ashley McDaniel.
Graydon Burl Blount.
Casey Amber Mines.
Victoria K. Bloom.
Canberra Nicole Merrifield.
Dylan Matthew Boggs.
Tyler Matthew Michelson.
Anthony Eugene Bonds.
Catherine Noel Middleton.
Shelby Ann Boos.
Mackenzie Lynn Middleton.
Corey Craig Borkowski.
Trevor James Migliorino.
Milo Antonio Bada.
Emma Caitlin Miller.
Mariah Elaine Brasher.
Cheyenne Abbas Blake Mogimi.
Nicholas Taylor Brookshire.
Sierra Nicole Moore.
Alexis Dejanay Moore. Chance Franklin Brown.
Jessica Marie Morgan.
Damian Brown.
Kathleen Marie Morgan.
Heather Lynn Brumfield.
Raina Christine Mosley.
Brianna Danielle Bryan.
Vahe Moist Vasyan.
Darian Delilah Bergwan.
Coleman Michael Maurer.
Delaney Thomas Burry.
Kristen Adair Murphy.
Anna Dolores Barola.
Kimry Lynn Nash.
Zachary Lynn Byler.
Keelan Joseph Navarro.
Ryan Eric Michael Carney Ash.
Jonathan Matthew Neuer.
Kyle Andrew Caroza.
Madison Lindsay Newman.
Jacob Jose Chamberlain.
Madison Elizabeth Newport.
Kyle Lee Chance.
Mei Chi Ng.
Johan Alberto Chavez.
Kathleen Nu Mai Tai Nguyen.
Ryan Orrin Clark.
Christopher Nicholas Nichols.
Jensen Joel Klein.
Alexis Michelle Noriega.
Morgan Jean Coates.
Taylor Ann Nolan.
Raymond Ray Cobb.
Carissa Lee Oakes Lautenschlager.
Aaron Hamilton Coleman.
Matthew Eugene O'Boyle.
Darian B. Comza.
Tashana Elise O'Gwin.
Tanisha A. Comza.
Adam Teji Akuda.
Cynthia Abigail Connor.
Kanera Olamani.
Morgan Louise Conyers.
Amber Nicole Olson.
Joshua Bradley Cook.
Ryan Richard Olson.
Dexter Clarence Cooper.
Zachary Thomas Ortega.
Carolyn Marie Corcoran.
Hannah Elizabeth Padelford.
Robert Charles Cord III.
Taylor Marie Charlotte Palmer.
Cody Easton Cordova.
Nicholas Bowen Perrick.
Ricardo David Crespo.
Christian Michael Paravano.
Ryan Vincent Crosby.
Brick Allen Paskowitz.
Jeffrey Mark Cross.
Ryan Thomas Pate.
Alec James Cunningham.
Garrett James Peters.
Rachel DeMore.
Tyler Dean Peters.
Amir Dastory.
Garrett Schiller Peterson.
Bethany Jordan Datria.
Hannah Alicia Peterson.
Erica Joy Davenport.
Sydney Paige Pickens.
Danielle Sierra DeMoss.
Richard Brady Pitcher.
Colton Jesse Deemers.
Andrew Jacob Pluger.
Miranda Gabriel Deemers.
Ian Emil Pluhar.
Vanessa Elizabeth Diggs.
Nicole Elizabeth Podgurski.
Eric London Dixon.
Kayla Sachiko Powell.
Dustin Thomas DeLuey.
Ariel Ashley Priolo.
Daniel J. Doden.
Michelle Kayla Priolo.
Justin William Duran.
Chase Scott Queen.
John Michael Drago.
Jenna Claire Robbie.
Mallory Ann Dryling.
Thomas Roland Rea.
Stefan Drew Dudzinski.
Catherine Rangel.
Travis John Dudzinski.
Courtney Ann Page Rath.
Bryston Fitzgerald Duncan.
Rahul Ravi Koti Matam.
Andrew Patrick Dye.
Andrew McKay Ray.
Brady Wesley Edwards.
Mackenzie Lane Reeves.
Jared Ryan Edwards.
Kelly Margaret Reynolds.
Kalia Lanai Ehinger.
Annie Teresa Richardson.
Joshua Allen Emmert.
Kylie Marie Ritchie.
Chad Richard Erickson.
Allison Mae Robbins.
David Jess Erickson.
Lisenia Lisette Guadalupe Moreno Roberts.
Michaela Marie Erickson.
Taylor Alexander Robinson.
Mary Carol Falk.
Nathaniel Joel Rodriguez.
Sydney Raven Bankhauser.
Allie Robin Rothschild.
Megan Renee Farreau.
Liana Nicole Royce.
Gabriel James Furon.
Lauren Taylor Reese.
Devin Ray Ferris.
Mark Tristan Sawdus.
Monica Lupe Fisher.
Ariana Marie Sainz Ochoa.
Connor James Flood.
Jonathan James Solari.
Fabian Santos Flores.
Richard Phoenix Sanchez.
Joshua Philip Fogel.
Cassandra Ray Sandoval.
Taylor Jane Fermento.
Austin James Scaturo.
Dylan Max Freemark.
Gunnar Austin Switchtenberg.
Alexis Tillen Friedman.
Taylor Alexander Shelton.
Samantha Mary Lee Fullerton.
Jordan Ashley Shields.
Cassandra Lynn Furlong.
Kelsey Alexis Shores.
Alina Gabrion.
Daniel Lamont Simmons.
Samantha Marie Galindo.
Jesse Daniel Slobodnik.
Andrew Garcia.
Michaela Jane Slezak.
Hector Itadio Garcia.
Stephanie Nicole Small.
Jacob Merritt Gear.
Carly Ann Smith.
Ashley Ann Glasgow.
Nicholas Robert Smith.
Taylor Allen Galnick.
Neiman Kane Sneed.
Zachary Patrick Gonzalez.
Christopher Michael Solomon.
Mackenzie Minor Gossage.
Colin J. Source.
Blake Austin Grand.
Ian Jared Stafford.
Michaela Lynn Griffiths.
William Ellis Staley.
Andrew Victor Guerrero.
Samantha Stevens.
Nicholas Christian Guerrero.
Molly Elizabeth Stern.
Andrew William Gunn.
Eric Benjamin Stevens.
Alexander Guy Gutierrez.
Tara Lynn Stockman.
Andre James Guzman.
Brooklyn Dodger Stockton.
Chasen Page Hammonds.
Ian Blake Stoddard.
Stephanie Lorraine Hansen.
Taylor Marie Rose Strohmeyer.
Katie Marie Harmon.
Samantha Brooke Strong.
Leon Ricardo Harrigan.
Taylor James Stiles.
Justin Ray Haslam.
Alex Christopher Terhune.
Austin James Hatfield.
Delaney Christine Terhune.
Tyler Scott Hearn.
Tyler Lewis Thomas.
Gregory Scott Hedges.
JC Nicole Tino.
Nathan Alexander Helene.
Joshua Jacob Tonis.
Drew Jacob Heller.
Dylan Ray Tavel.
Christian Miguel Hernandez.
Christopher Tran.
Madison Page Hershey.
Mac Watson Tulenko.
Victoria Lynn Hitchcock.
Kara Noel Tuning.
Kelsey Kristen Hobson.
Heather Rose Turner.
Noah Mark Hoff.
Taylor Nathaniel Tershman.
Jacob Anthony Hogan.
Elise Nicole Ullery.
Sydney Nicole Hopper.
Josephine Quay Tao Ung.
Ashley Nichelle Hornsby.
Clara Amelia Valdez.
Kirsten Nicole Hostetler.
Elena Corinne Vargas.
Tyler Robert Howarth.
Victoria Vasquez.
Kellen Jean Hudson.
Hannah Rose Verpoten.
Brett Elias Hughes.
Christina Marie Volk.
Cody James Huckle.
Lyle J. von Valkenburg.
Jennifer Ray Hurt.
Timothy Rex Vossler.
Caleb Ryan Hutchison.
Delilah Ray Wade.
Rebecca Lynn Ike.
Tiffany Sheree Weldy.
Daniel Zaya Isho.
Sierra Desiree Wall.
Brandon Curtis Johnson.
Connor Jace Wandersea.
Crystal Chantel Johnson.
Joseph Gregory Warren.
Laura Rose Johnson.
Benjamin Donald West.
Matthew Neal Johnson.
Bailey Deanne Wheeler.
Robert Andrew Johnson.
Jonathan Matthew Wheeler.
Taylor Chenille Johnson.
Michaela Patrice Willembrecht.
Zachary Alexander Johnson.
Amber Renee Williams.
Bailey Ann Johnston.
Derek Jules Williams.
Logan Robert Joyce.
Rhiannon Michelle Williams.
Kayla Shea Kermody.
Kayla Jabri Willis.
Matthew Thomas Kides.
London Paige Willis.
Delaney Elisa Hiile.
Spencer Ryan Wilson.
Dylan Adam Nainoa Kim.
Presley Taylor Wyora.
Lacey Nicole Kindred.
Ryland Eric Wiseman.
Carolyn Shea Kluge.
Wayne Wyatt Witt.
Enrique Canupa.
Dalton James Warsnup.
Sean Thomas Cutsmode.
Samantha June Worthington.
Jerry Dale Kramer.
Wendy Ann Wyatt.
Haley Kaharo.
Connor Stephen Yates Koch.
Joel Kenneth Cannell.
Gabriel Gregory Yost.
Abby Michelle Kolinek.
Nicholas Patrick Zabachnik.
Sean Patrick Karowski.
Tatiana Ortiz Zemer.
Natalie Ray Kurtz.
Brianna Marie Zurich.
Min J. Kwan.
Ryan John Zippoli. Jordan Lee Zern.
Have I told you how awesome you look today? I think I have. You look great. Class of 2013, please stand. Students, you may now move your tassels to the left. It is with great pleasure that I pronounce you graduates of Sunrise Mountain High School, class of 2013. Congratulations.